For Inktober number 4, I did another flower. Hi, I'm Jessica Sanders of ColorMeCreativeArt.com. Welcome to my channel. So today, let's do another Inktober drawing, and I'll chat with you while we go. So I wanted to draw a loose sort of floral shape here on this little sheet that has this big splotch of color. I thought it would look really pretty, and so I created some loose lines with my micron pen. And the loose lines in the center, but then I don't know what happened. I really liked all of the loose lines and the drawing, but then I got to the center and I decided to make these little sort of stamen, the idea of stamens, and I made them in every direction, and I looked at it and I was like, oh no, I ruined this drawing. And so that was the beginning of the train wreck feeling that I had. As I continued, I was like, okay, I've started this and I'm just going to continue and see what happens. So I added some more dots. I started adding weight to the lines, thickening up some of the lines, and just following sort of the process of inking. I was trying to go with the flow and see how it turned out. And the more I went, the less I liked it. It just wasn't working for me. But I kept going. I thought about abandoning it. I thought about stopping like this. Let me just start over. All these thoughts are running through my head as I'm drawing. And guess what? These are not the thoughts you want to have running through your head when you're drawing. But it does happen. It is, as my friend said, part of the artist's life. And so I did continue. And I kept drawing and adding dark and sort of drew the petals of this flower and started adding some really dark sepia ink around the edges. It looks black here on the video. It actually looks fairly black on the actual art piece, and just kept on going. And then I kind of started to like it. I was like, okay, I'm kind of getting a little bit happy with it, but not really. Still, it wasn't what I wanted it to be, and I had this idea in my head, but it just wasn't working. I wish I could have rewound time. And I drew those lines and I was like, oh, this is just a complete disaster. So I just decided to fill it in and make it dark and keep on going. So I added more loose lines and wavy lines and texture, and just kept drawing lines and trying to add some depth and some interest to this little flower. And it still just wasn't really what I wanted it to be. It looks like a flower sitting on top of a rocks or something. I don't know. It just didn't look the way I wanted it to. And so I just continued. Part of what I like to do is just say, keep going until you get something you like. And sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. If you're using acrylic paint, then hey, you can just keep painting over it. But this isn't acrylic paint. This is ink, and I'm not going to put acrylic on it. So I had to just work with what I had. So I added some shadows, I added some highlights and some white. And really, when I started adding the shadows, that's when I went, okay, so maybe this isn't my favorite Inktober piece so far. By the way, it's only number 4, right? But I like the depth that I've gotten with the marker. I like the shadows, and I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. And in the process, I hope that I've shared something that you might find helpful, that you know that we all go through this struggle and trying to make our artwork, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it's all just part of the process, and it's all really important. Thank you for joining me for this video. I hope you found it helpful, and don't forget to subscribe, give me that thumbs up, and share it with your friends. I'll see you soon. Bye.